Yeah, here we are at the DeNukes Dynamic Speed Shop. We'll take you over here to the wrecking yard. And we got some nice vehicles here we're disassembling. And, get over to the scrap yard here. Certainly is a nice day for this kind of thing. There's no melting going on. It's all right underneath and you don't even get wet. This one here is a nice vehicle. 1990 Festiva, I think it is. Very nice piece. Removing the motor out of it here right now. We've got this. Back up here. Got this nice Ford tractor here. Bore for some neighbors. A little pit there in the bucket. That doesn't hurt. Down underneath here, you can see up inside here we got a... Where is it? There it is. That's a spear from the round bale apparatus. We've got her hooked up through the bumper there, keeping her up. We've got safety equipment installed here and an old oil tank. It comes in some handy, eh? And if we look up here, we've got the exhaust separated here. We've got it disconnected. Here's a trick question here. How many bolts do you take out of the bell housing to remove the motor? You think about that for a minute. We'll come back to it. But anyway, we've pretty well got it unhooked. I think we have one last thing. We got a heater hose in the back there. Yeah, that's about it. And then that'll lift right up out of there. Oh, the block heater, well, we get that up top. But we're going to let the vehicle down, remove the safety apparatus, and then we'll hook a couple chains onto the motor, and we'll pull her right up through the engine bay. We got a couple things to get ready. We got a, as you can see, right there, we got a broken off bolt. So we got to separate that from the vehicle. And yeah, if you want to take a look around at some of the other vehicles here, we got a nice 94 Aspire. And this is here's an old NASCAR we got brought in here. Equipped speckles and everything. Using an old DeWalt race car. And they're still in fine shape. Just a few small pieces of holes in that spark panel there. Oh, it's missing a wheel. Another thing. Anyway, this is where we've been working today. And things are going well. I'm going to cut the show off now and get back and we'll show you some more things after. Okay. Welcome back to the show, friends. As you can see, we've got the safety apparatus out of the way, the oil tank. And we'll just show you over here now that we've got the vehicle back on the ground. Now we can see what's inside here. Well, the only thing we have left here to remove, I'll just point to it. There's a bolt in through here, this motor mount. We'll remove that here in a minute. Taking the clamp off the heater hose that we talked about earlier. And as you can see down here, we've removed the block heater. Block heater cord. The engine's all separated from the transaxle. Couple wiring harnesses right there we have to disconnect. And then we'll be good to go. And as you look over here, just some of you, if you're into this type of thing, you want to try it at home yourself someday in your own vehicles. Here's the lifting eye here. There's one on the back over here. And you just hook some chain into that. And this old bucket here comes in quite handy with that spear. We'll be hooking it onto that. And we might have to move the hood back a little bit. And we'll pull it right up out of there. So, just back to that little quiz we had earlier about how many bolts to remove from the bell housing. And so you can remove an engine. And hopefully you've come up with the right answer. Is it, we'll give it a multiple choice here. Make it a little easier. Is it A, 4, B, 8, or E, all of them. All of them, of course. E, yes. A little trick question there. I've got some other people that got stumped over that before, but usually mechanics are quite smart around here, but I don't know why they couldn't come up with the right answer. Well, I think we'll come back in a minute after we get some more chains hooked up. Well, welcome back, folks, to the DeNukes Dynamic Speed Shop here, located in Granville Beach. And as you can see, we've got our engine hoist hooked up to this engine now that we're going to remove from the vehicle. Just a couple safety things you should be concerned about. When you are using a chain, make sure it is secured properly. That looks good enough. And just inspect it, make sure. Oh my, look at that. Well, that's not too bad. Looks like good wire on there. That should be strong enough. But we're getting ready. Another thing, it's always good to have help around when you are doing these type of projects. And it's always good to have help. You never know when you're going to need somebody to help you lift, or get hurt. They can call an ambulance. I did have Jimmy around here today. He was on the tractor a minute ago. Hey, Jimmy! I don't know where he went. Jimmy! Oh, golly! Jimmy! You okay? My, I left the tractor down. We'll have to, oh well, we'll get him out there in a minute. Stay still, Jimmy! Well, folks, welcome back to the DeNukes Dynamic Speed Shop show. We finally got the motor removed from the engine of the donor vehicle here. We're getting ready to put it into another Ford Festiva. But I'll tell you, when you're using this type of an engine crane, you don't have to worry about unhooking everything. Because I'm telling you, that'll come out of there some slick. Just gotta watch that, you know, people don't get hurt from flying parts. But anyway, that's her out of there. Everything's detached. There's a couple things we need to get ready so we can put it in the other car. I guess we better take the other engine out of the other car. That would make it easier. Anyway, I've just been inside and had a cup of tea and some cookies to get warmed up, and old Jimmy here, he's still busy. He hasn't moved a lot, and he's not talking much anyways. We can't tell really how hurt he is or if he's hurt, or he's just sleeping. But anyway, we'll leave him there because airtime costs a lot of bit nowadays, so we don't have time to haul him out yet. I guess he's the next project here on the DeNukes Dynamic Speed Shop show. So for today, from all of our friends here, and thanks to our neighbors for this nice towing tractor here. Help us get the engine out. Some of our sponsors, Canadian Tire, supplied a lot of our tools here today, and Home Hardware. And don't forget, if you ever need some good old Festiva or Aspire parts, just come on down here. Well, that's over and out for this week. Oh, wow!